Talk of Curthus. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortant included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. Lady Nine of mine own house, Fortance, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravelin of House Alenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps it will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortan. Do not concern yourself with House Zamail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Why hello, good maiden, madame. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of which you seek. Likely no one of House Fortant does. Or if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Montfort? I want to believe you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenart into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving your reputation. Sorry for the music, this is stupid fade right on top. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Honchfont's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policy, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gilliam arrived in Curthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Honchfont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost ship, then that's his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Curthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Road to Redemption. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and the three knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by a Geranian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motivations, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Well, looks like Francel's okay. Alone be praised you did it, but what of the others? The three knights who accompanied me, where are they? Saw two. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helenart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Helenart will remember your kindness. was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Skeleton. Moreover, it was House Helenard that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitor, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at Still Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost endless knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Gilliam has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours. Ah, I see it. The key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. The rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Yeah? Someone tampering with shipment. First, strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Helenart man, through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them what work the trade routes. And I never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Huh? Could have been the fellas that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! It's Guardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting Draconian rosaries in House Helenard shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. I think I will. Probably that middle one. What are these, bro? Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. What are these? But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will, Lord Haunchfont. I will not be held accountable for this. No time to talk. We're on a tight schedule. Once we've made our deliveries here, we'll deliver parcels to Skyfire Locks. The plot thickens. The plot thickens! Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Rosaries. More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitor must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Alenart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand, and praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name in the eyes of gods and men. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Alenart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to this poisonous allegation and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to the Inquisitor's Briggy. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Yeah, let's do it. Let's save my broski. Where it? There she is. What is it, my child? Lord Honchfont would have the Inquisitor do what? But that's not possible. Inquisitor Gilliam presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. What the... Quick! We got a problem. They've taken Lord Francel to the Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to this manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Kira, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gilliam in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. I will do what I must. Hail, Kira. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if the guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Jacques Charlemagne Francel de Halenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there not you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians. I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Honchfont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that your proceedings be suspended until such time as a full examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Honchfont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of the Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment: death. You must hold them until Lord Honchfont arrives, Kira, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Man, he will get these stones. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Halinart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, and Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern, or worm, whatever you want to call it. A heretic in the ranks of the temple knights. This is grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Honchefont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kurthus, Kier. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Honchefont, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halinar. Praise alone, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Kira. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Kira. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his worm. House Fort House Halinart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing